wait, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Yo.
Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light.
go.
Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess.
Hey.
Drugs, guns, hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little.
Yeah. Here we go. Welcome to Hood Stocks. Today's date is July 4th. It is 10:10 a.m. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Today is July 5th. Hold up.
Yeah, July 5th.
What the fuck? Oh, dizzy motherfucker. This podcast today is sponsored by Roulette Printing. For all your printing needs, get with Roulette Printing. Graphics, designs, t-shirts, canopies, hats, you name it. Roulette Printing got it. Take your idea and brand it with Roulette Printing. You can catch Roulette Printing on Instagram at Roulette Printing, or you can give them a call at 626-806-6462. This sign will be up the whole podcast. Get that number down. Get with Roulette Printing. Also, this podcast is sponsored by Villain Life Clothing. See this right here? See this dope ass gear? Hold up. You see this? Wait, hold on. Got shit flying all over. Dope ass gear. Villain Life. Get your gear. Get it with my boy, actor Michael Flores. You can contact him on Instagram at Michael Flores. That's the homie right there. He got a lot of dope ass gear, man. Today we have a very special guest. And when I mean special, this boy is not your average human being. Hell no. And I mean that with the utmost respect. Homie does it all. Don't hate. Give the man props when you see him. You feel me? Walking red carpets, traveling the world, working with your favorite actors, musicians, singers, spitters, working with legends in the game. The man with many handles, director, videographer, writer, creator, got the whole world clutched in their gut from the hilarious skits he's putting up on Instagram. Time to get inside the mind of a mastermind. Give it up for the incomparable, fresher than you, Concrete.
Yeah. I love the intro.
It was a little long-winded, dog. Usually I try to but I was like, damn.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I love it.
I was like, what the fuck does this not do? Homie, your resume is deep, dog.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I guess when you just work and, it's not necessarily work. I've been doing what I love to do, which is just doing me, right? Whether it's music or whatever. I've been doing it for more than 15 years now. So people it's funny when people tell me like, yo, man, like you really doing shit. And I'm like, I guess you don't notice it because I just been doing it, right? It's not like I've meant to like, oh, I want to work. It's just been happening for so long now that when people tell me like, oh, like I have certain accolades, like I don't even notice it. It's just more like, fuck, damn, I do, huh? Like, fuck, I've really been doing it this long.
You know the difference between you and a construction worker. You know what I mean? Your shit is fucking documented. You know what I mean? You know, chapters of different hip hop artists, fucking music videos, fucking movies. You know what I mean? Fucking ESPN, like all this shit you're fucking with, dog. It's just documented. It's in the public face. And the construction worker, like he's fucking built so many fucking buildings, and it's just not fucking like his name isn't written all over the shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And at the same time, like I feel like I've done. So like for so many artists, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've worked with so many artists, but at the end of the day, like it's their project. It's them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to be a part of what some of these artists have created, and I've been able to put my little 2 cents into it, you know?
I mean, what's dope about you, dog, is you're an artist creating for an artist.
Yeah. So I kind of understand where the artist is coming from. And when I do stuff for artists, when I shoot music videos for artists, I always tend to put myself in their shoes as like, what would I want? Right? Yeah. What would I want? Because I've always been that kind of, like I've always wanted the dopest shit for me, right? So when I started working with artists, I always felt like, well, what would I really never like subconsciously, I always just said like, I want to do something like what I would do. I would never think of the artist.
This is what I would do.
This is what I would do.
Yeah.
Right. And I would give the artist essentially my vision for what I would do for myself, and it's paid off.
I mean, yeah, no, 100%. But sometimes, dog, is it kind of like a slippery slope when you have an artist that has an idea, and then you're like, in your head, you got a whole different idea. Like,
yeah, I mean, I always talk to the artist like when I'm doing music videos, and I'm like, yo, like it's your record, dog. Like what, like when you wrote this record, what did you see? Right?
Yeah.
Like, what was your feeling? And some artists will tell me, oh, I saw this. And then some artists, I'm like, dog, Concrete, you do what you do. I leave it up to you. I'll just show up and shoot. And
That's
I'm like,
tight, dog.
bet. And that's cool. I mean, both of them are cool, right? Because if I do something with the artist that tells me their idea, all I gotta do is execute. I can't fail, right?
Yeah.
I can't fail, right?
Yeah.
The only way to fail is if it doesn't come out or it looks shitty, right? Which that rarely happens, right? So I can't fail when the artist tells me what they want, right? It's a little harder when it's my vision and then I got to bring it to life and then for them to believe. So the whole shoot, they're like, "You sure, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
It's a lot of pressure.
Like, are you sure, man? I'm like, "Yeah," So
sometimes it might be just easier, my boy. You know what I mean? Just to go with their idea.
With their idea,
and be like, "Hey, homie, this is what you wanted."
That was you. That's what you wanted. But I mean, the
I told
artist,
you.
yeah, like the artists that let me rock with it, then I'm saying like more than likely they'll get a nice video regardless.
You know what's dope? You know what's dope about you're saying you can't fail. You got to a point. You said 15 years, bro. You know what I mean? Of grinding your shit out, done. But you got a point in your career where you feel like you can't fail. Your confidence is high right now.
Yeah, my confidence is high, but I still try to stay as grounded and as like I feel like I still to this day like I wake up with a chip on my shoulder. I wake up with a chip on my shoulder every day. I find things, to motivate me, despite whether, sometimes I make up my own haters in my head. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, realistically, like I'm a very competitive person at heart. Like at heart, I'm super competitive. Like I grew up playing sports, and sports was like my number one fucking thing up until I was like 15, 16, 17, right?
Yeah.
So, but I remember even as me being competitive, I would always find like, oh, he got picked first on the team. I bet I'm gonna show you why you should have picked me.
Yeah.
Right. And it has nothing to do with that dude. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It's just me how to motivate myself. Right. So sometimes like I'll see another video up there and I'll be like, all right, cool. I could do better than that.
Damn.
And it could be a dope ass video, but I always tend to put my, my standards a little high. And I like to look at like dudes like, fucking Lil X and, Benny Boom videos and all these huge directors that I'm nowhere near, right?
Yeah.
But I figured if I aim for them, then I'll become Concrete.
Yeah.
The guy I want to be,
so for sure. That's dope. Bro.
So, I always try to stay a step ahead of the game. I'm always trying to reinvent myself somehow. And so far this year's panned out. So
check this out, dog. I got a question for you.
Mm-mm.
What does it take, dog, to make a fucking sick ass music video? Not talking about the music, you know what I mean, the visual, you know what I mean? Is it the fucking you can have a dude that has X amount of skill set with a fucking $1 million budget, or you got a dude with a fucking balling on a budget, but he just got a vision, you know what I mean?
I mean, I think a dope music video is again, yeah, there's videos that I've gotten where we've done millions of views, right? Like, and we've had like 10, 20,000, $30,000 budgets, and we've done millions of views, and it's great. Excuse me. Yeah. But then there's some other videos that we didn't spend a dime. Like there was a video that we did in Mexico, my boy Secan. We were doing like a set of music videos during the week, and one of those days we actually went out drinking, right? And during the course of the night, they were like, I was like, I bet you I can shoot a fucking music video right now, and that shit will be sick. And it was like 3:00 in the morning. They were like,
you tore up.
And they were like, nah. And they were like, I was like, let's go. So we went back to the hotel. We got my camera. And think about it. I mean, we're all kind of like buzzing or whatever. So we're in downtown. We're shooting at 4 or 5 in the morning. And come to figure out that video got 35 million views.
Wow.
And I mean, it had nothing to, like what I'd like to tell people now is like, I don't, just as much as you don't know if your song's going to be a hit, I don't know if my video is going to be a hit, right? But what I try to tell people is that try to do something relatable. Try to do something that people can believe you, right? So if you a dude that essentially is coming up and people know you're coming up, have a come up video, right? If you're a dude that's coming up and you don't have a hit single, like you shouldn't have a Ferrari, you shouldn't have a Bentley. People love to see the growth in artists, bro. I've witnessed it. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? When I do videos for the brand new guy that doesn't have a video on YouTube, he tries to get a Ferrari, the girl, the mansion. And it's a good video, though. It's a dope video, right? but it doesn't resonate with nobody, bro. Like it doesn't, like people can't be like, yo, I was with that guy from the jump.
Yeah, and
because you already put yourself in a plateau where you gotta sustain that shit. You gotta sustain that. Like people forget that if you put a Ferrari in your first video, my dude, you have to sustain that quality.
Yeah,
and motherfuckers can't do that.
And also too, dog. It's like I mean, I've always thought about like musicians, artists, whatever, dog. When they're doing their thing, before they can capture any other city, they got to capture their own city. So if the city sees this fool putting up motherfucking Ferraris, fronting like a motherfucking, they were like, "Whoa, hold up, homie!
Yeah.
You were with us the other day, my boy, and you couldn't even put it in on the weed sack, dog." You know what I mean?
And that's how it is. And that's what I try to tell artists. I'm like, dude, just be yourself. Like you don't like you could get a cool little like hood car that's gonna look nice, right? And it's respectable. We're like, people will appreciate your honesty.
Bucket, dog. Keep that shit 100.
One thing about hip hop, right? One thing I noticed about hip hop is that fans, right? Fans love to say, "Yo, I've been knowing that dude since before X amount of time," right?
Yeah,
they love that.
Yeah,
show people your growth. Let people grow with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That little 15-year-old kid, he doesn't know whether you're rich or not. He just sees that you just dropped another video for the low. Yeah. Another video for the low. He doesn't know that you spent $500 or $600 on it. All he sees is that